ToonGrin.com.
I was expecting something interesting to happen today. There we go.
Well, that was different.
Yeah.
Alright, you two, now please give my movie a good review.
What the hell's wrong with your voice?
5 packs a day, 'tis the holiday season is all. You ever notice our lives got way weirder when we became movie reviewers?
At least it's not boring. Here's our spooky corner with Scary Godmother.
The hell's with that chick's voice, man?
From the minds of Reboot, we have Scary Godmother. And again, I have Nero with me to basically say his piece on it, and also state that Reboot doesn't hold up.
It doesn't hold up. My god, have you watched it? It's so dilapidated. Goddamn. CGI in anything really doesn't hold up all that much, to be fair.
Nah, it didn't even hold up in Scary Godmother. Everything just looks like, I don't know, deflated balloons, just inflated with lard.
Here's the thing, okay? We're talking about Scary Godmother, the Halloween Spooktacular, which, by the way, Spooktacular is going to be one of the most overused Halloween-themed names for any kind of movie for kids at this point.
Yeah, I'm not even using in the title of this one. It's just Scary Godmother. No Spooktacular about it.
I mean, the thing is, let's talk visually about the show. Visually, one of the best parts is that everybody does look like their book counterpart.
Yes, because this was actually based off a book. And, yeah, you're right, everything is model. It actually looks just like the book, except it's CG, because the writer of the book did not want it done in drawn style at all.
And that's the thing I don't actually agree with, because I feel like her style, it's a good style. I've seen the books, I've looked them up, I've even read a little bit. They're good books, that's not the issue. The issue here is that she has such a great art style in the books. It looks beautiful. It does not translate to CGI models, though.
No, it does not. Like Scary Godmother's skinny design looks freaking weird, just like a model made out of toothpicks. A big fat design just looks a little bit too round.
You know what? It's the creative's decision. That's Jill Thompson, who is the author of these books. She decided, she said, I'm doing 2D. Nobody else should be doing 2D, just me. That's fine. You want to do that? That's entirely your choice, but just let it be noted, the fully computer-generated imagery of this movie does not hold up at all.
Yeah, it does not complement your books either.
But the thing is, despite the CG not holding up, because it was 2003 CGI, narratively, characteristically, tonality, everything is good.
Yep, everything is still good. And that's just really shocking. When you get, really cruddy CGI like this, you don't expect that.
Right? It's I'm gonna plug myself on this one. It's like the reverse of Frozen. Frozen looks really good, but everything sucks narratively. Scary Godmother, everything looks like crap, but it's really good narratively.
Yeah, the basic story is that we have our little main character, Hannah Marie, dressed as a little fairy princess, often was hanging out with her older cousin, Jimmy, and his friends. And basically, Jimmy does not want to be with Hannah Marie. Not at all. So he decides to basically lock her inside the spook house, that's the town's haunted house, basically scare the piss out of her to make her run home crying. What an ass! But that's not what happens, because the Scary Godmother appears to make Hannah Marie smile and take her to a nice jammin' Halloween party with all her friends. And that's basically the movie, just having a nice Halloween party.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it is that we get to see all these delightful creatures played up in a different light. So, you have the Scary Godmother, who's got, wacky, big, puffy hair. She's got this bright, cheerful personality. They took the fairy godmother trope and then turned it on its head.
Yeah, and it actually really works very well. You can feel the fairy godmother sort of things, like, I just want to help you, darling. We're gonna have a magical night until midnight. But she's also like, I'm also crazy.
And, I love the Scary Godmother character. She's such a delightful, quirky individual. There's, nothing to actually dislike about her character. She has her one roommate, was it Mr. Scully Pettybones?
Yeah.
The skeleton who might be gay?
Who might definitely be gay.
Oh my, Scary Godmother! Sorry to be so late, but I just had to get these old bones bleached for the party.
It's funny because on Wikipedia it says his characterization in the books and to a greater extent in the animated specials is to a large extent that of a stereotypical female lead's gay best friend, as suggested by his repeatedly coming out of the closet. Yeah, when he shows up, he literally comes out of the closet.
Oh wow, they weren't even being subtle with it then.
And then you have, it was a Bugaboo, which is this awesome, rotund monster.
Yeah, I just want to give him a hug.
Yeah, he's all big and puffy.
Yeah, you just want to hug him.
He's great.
Yeah, Hannah Marie is scared of him, but I don't know what she's talking about. I just want that thing on my bed and just sit on him.
Look at him. He's so bright and fluffy. He's so huge, too, you could use him as a freaking bed, yet somehow he could fit under a bed.
And Bugaboo has this sort of personality. He's like, I see, he's just self-aware that I'm the big monster, but it's basically a job for me, a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, it's kind of like that old Looney Tunes skit where the wolf and the sheepdog check in, they hash it out, deal with each other, try to protect the sheep.
Yeah, beat the shit out of each other.
And then clock out. Yeah, that's Bugaboo in a nutshell. Basically, it's like, I'm your average Joe. I work 9 to 5. I gotta scare some kids. Gotta put food on the table. What am I gonna tell you?
And that just makes you sort of like Bugaboo. Because he's just that sort of almost oddly enough down-to-earth sort of character.
Then there's, of course, Harry, a fat talking werewolf.
I didn't like Harry that much.
I liked Harry. I thought he was entertaining, as every character is. He's sort of more one of the more one-note characters.
Yeah, that just sort of just grates with me because I'm fine with some one-note characters. There's been plenty of examples of that, but Harry's one-note is just being self-absorbed jerk. Just really grates after a while. Yeah,
and that's the thing. His only real character is that he's the fat one. And I know, that sounds mean-spirited. I'm fat-shaming, and it's not that. But his whole character is this self-absorbed glutton. That's really it. There's nothing else to the character than that. Bugaboo, he's kind-hearted, he's compassionate. Yeah, sure, Pettibone is
gay.
He's gay, I guess. He's sort of a stereotypical gay person. But he's also very friendly and energetic and kind-hearted and stuff like that. And then you get to Harry, and it's he's fat, he likes to eat, and he's self-absorbed.
Yeah, there are some good jerk characters out there. But there is also a balance of humility and jerkiness. Harry doesn't have that humility in the sense. At the end, he gets oh, they'll come up. It's oh dear, I ate all the food, now I have to pay for it. But then I was fuck good. That's what you get.
You ate everything. I think the least you do is pay for the pizza. The characters that are actually kind of dull are Count Max, Ruby, and their son Orson.
Yeah, they're the vampire characters.
Yeah, that's really it. That's the characters. Count Max is clearly based on Count Orlok from Nosferatu. But that's it. It's I'm a nerd, so I get that reference. But as far as characterization, yeah, I mean, they kind of try and play up the joke. It's oh, well, they're old. That's kind of the joke. Is oh, Count Max and Ruby are sort of not with the times.
Yeah, they're old, and their son is with it.
You know what it is? It's one of those millennial things where it's some guy was sitting in an office and he's what's really hip? When kids are with it, but the parents don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's so funny for kids. My son told me that I'm the funniest 50-year-old ever because I came up with this. I'm the greatest. And he puts on a backwards hat. Yeah.
Then you have Jimmy, who it's the dick cousin mentality. The cousin who's older doesn't want to be around younger kids. Is just sort of, I wouldn't even say resentful. He's just a jackass, pure and simple. Jimmy's a jackass.
Yeah, that sort of makes me sort of like him as a fun jerk character because he's also kind of stupid as well.
But he's the jerk character like Harry, but he's the jerk character that worked because he was the opposition.
Yeah.
Harry's was supposed to be like one of the characters we're supposed to like, and he's a jerk to everybody.
Yeah.
And then you have the other kids. Was it Bert, Daryl, and Katie?
Yeah, and they're all this sort of like facets of the jerk character. We have the stupid one, the girl one, and the black one.
And Black Kid.
Yeah, he's just Black Kid.
Which is like he's not by any means a stereotype or anything, but it's just sort of like even when you watch it, it feels like, because again, it's one of those millennial things where it's like, well, you know, if we had like 4 white kids together, people would complain. So if we toss in a black kid, everyone will be like, oh, see, it's diverse, even though we still have like 3 white kids.
Yeah, we almost seemed racist for a second. But at the same time, even with just the one black kid, they're actually all fun characters in a way. Like, there are scenes where they're all bickering with one another. It's actually some of the funniest scenes in the movie.
It's the only thing that really holds this movie back is clearly, unlike the Halloween tree, they didn't want to go full guns like regalia. And part of it, I would honestly argue, is how many people knew about Scary Godmother as a book. I mean, even us.
Yeah,
we knew about the movies first.
Yeah, I watched it all the time as a kid, and I never heard about the books.
I think we only learned about the books when we started, when we were preparing for this.
Yeah.
We went back and were like looking up Scary Godmother because we wanted to look up some information before we went into it, and then we were like, wait, it's a book?
Huh. Oh, that's interesting.
And it's not even like one book. It's a few books in a series.
Yeah, we never heard about it, and that just sort of shows like why the artist should have really made this 2D as well.
Because that would help promote it.
Yeah, it would have just promoted her books.
Oh yeah, but I mean overall, enjoyable. I mean, I still watch it every year. I've always found it just to be a delightfully entertaining little film, and honestly, delightfully entertaining book series now because I've gotten to go back and discover these books and started reading them. They're fantastic. I really think that you could do so much with this premise. You know, this could have been an annual thing.
Yeah, but just lack of like advertisement and the whole thing, lack of promotion, all that makes most people forget about this. And just like you, I watch this every year. And I'm just going to continue watching it because it's still a fun, sweet, innocent sort of movie with goofiness and with just a fun narrative to it.
Yeah, so I mean, without a doubt, Halloween classic, debatable. Halloween entertainment, most definitely.
Yep. So definitely this year, check out the Halloween Spooktacular that is Scary Godmother.
So, any pizza left? What? No, it's hungry work. I've built up quite an appetite. It's not easy scaring people, you know. Oh, no, please don't come any closer. My food, I'll fight you.